Well, here's where we test if anyone wants to see the unpretty parts of life. I'm doing a mixture of business development or anti-business development and a little side hustle. Doing DoorDash for the first time, or I finished my door dashing for the day, I think. Onboarded, it was fine. I was mainly in South Kihei, mainly actually in the north part of Kihei. And a lot of people want McDonald's and Taco Bell, and I feel icky. I feel really gross. So my car smells like fries still a little bit. I did not get any fries myself, but I did get a Frosty. Did some Taco Bell, three Taco Bells. So I can frame this as business development for Generate Ventures Hawaii, or okay. Backstory: I used to work for a company called Catalyze. Hi Ben, I don't know if you're watching this. Hi Esther. Hi Melissa. This is Aram's quests. I like to go on these excursions for projects, and Starbucks, former client of Catalyze, uses DoorDash as a partner. I didn't get any Starbucks orders. That would have been interesting. Um, but I have worked, like 3 years ago, I was working with their mobile app team on deliveries. So this is Aram Part 2, being kind of a silly goose. This time I'm on the other end of this story. In service design, we have the front end and the back end. The front end is the customer, the back end are all the people who are delivering the service or the experience. I got out of my job at Starbucks as a consultant because, well, let's not get into that, but I did appreciate my team very much. And they actually have a project. So they were talking about maybe working with me around DoorDash. So I'm like, okay, DoorDash, I'll do some research. I'll sign up for this process. I was a little bit resistant because DoorDash has had breaches of their data security, and so I'm like, I'm going to give you my location, my banking information, and you're not going to give that right over to hackers. That seems like a risk. It seems like not a good risk for $20 an hour, which is on average what you make as a DoorDash driver. They're also really nasty, really howly, really brash about spamming Craigslist. Their Craigslist ads are just everywhere, and they're just like stuffing the pipe. But yeah, I have practical reasons to be like seeing how much money I can make as a Door Dasher, because I need to pay rent, I need to pay off credit cards, I need to buy gas, and so it seemed to like the simple math was you deliver something, and then you get that something or enough money to buy that something. Like my first order was someone who wanted mochi ice cream from Safeway and one other thing, and so basically out of that delivery, I could have bought also mochi ice cream for myself, a little box of mochi ice creams. And then there was, yeah, various things along those lines. So you deliver a meal, that you get a meal. It seems like an interesting exchange. I deliver something, I get something, 50-50. Okay, cool. I don't know if that's quite how it pans out. I mean, if I'm not quite done all the math, but it doesn't feel like I'm going to be able to pay rent in Hawaii off of living in my car. Also, there's the negative feedback loop, like being surrounded by yummy fries and just wanting to eat all the fries before you get to your destination. I thought about doing like a fry lomi, just like lather myself in the fry grease and just like, yeah, that's where my mind went. Just surrounded by fries, and so that feels like a downward spiral of all this cheap fast food that is surrounding you, and you're just in your car, and like I wonder how much DoorDash drivers put on and wait, being surrounded by McDonald's and Taco Bell, and just like, maybe I'll get one of those too. That sounds pretty good. So all in all, it's feeding an economy, a society that is on the decline, and this is my issue with the convenience economy. We've maybe reached peak convenience, but maybe not. Maybe there's more convenience to be had. and at what cost. So I really missed going to the Contact Jam tonight. It was the first night in a new location, indoors, and I'm sorry I didn't make it. If anyone out there, Blair, Megan, if you're, I don't know, if, Blair, doing the hustle, do. So this will be a case study for service design, how I do it, the path of direct experience. I like to go and see how things are. It's also good information for civic sensing. I feel as a driver, I get to see different aspects of the town, Kihei town, than I would normally. I get to see who's eating what, who's buying what. A nice brother with a little trachea thing gave me a $2 cash tip to beat the system, as it were. You got an Outback Steakhouse, something. And my best tip was the one I avoided. I was trying to avoid the most. It was Carl's Jr. It's like, no, I'm not. Carl's is a sexist company. I don't like their ads. I'm not going to Carl's. And then finally, like, okay, it was, and the lady was in Wailuku, which Carl's like brought me out of my loop. I was in Kihei and then brought me to the Wailuku loop. I'm like, no, Carl, sorry, but it was a really good tip. Everyone else is like pretty, like, I don't know, kind of lame tips, but that's what I guess is being served. Crappy food, kind of cold. What do you expect? No one's happy. Kind of crappy. Well, I missed out on family time today. I missed out on community time today. I hope this investment in the extractive gig economy pays off in some way, even if it might hurt my chance of doing lucrative work with Starbucks and DoorDash. Maybe my soul, I don't know. Anyways, 7 minutes. Okay. No filters. This is just a day in the life of overqualified DoorDasher, service designer, curriculum developer, all in one. What a package. I also need to go to Seabury to see if they want me to, if I can do a class with them or if they want to hire me or something. I don't know. Come on. You'd see me at a Seabury. I look like a Seabury guy, right? Anyone know someone at Seabury that wants to like create a transmedia lab? It's the Miller Fuller Transmedia Lab. I have a concept note for it. I'm super excited to share this with folks. It's Harold Miller, Dr. Harold Miller, and Buckminster Fuller, or the Miller Fuller. It's a good name. It's the Miller Fuller Living Transmedia Lab. No. Anyways, yeah. Transmedia. What is transmedia? Transmedia is you just go across all the medias: TV, radio, this thing, wherever this is, YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. You're like, I'm everywhere. I'm omnipresent. I'm like blasting everything. I'm like, I get distributed on Spotify. I get distributed on Apple Podcasts. I'm everywhere. I am. But no, I'm in my car. Don't get ahead of yourself. Also, I recorded 12 Otter recordings of each of my deliveries. Kind of the whole journey up and down, and like I was like, oh, I'm having so much fun. Oh, this is so much fun. And like, oh, I feel like crap. Why am I doing this? I should escape. I should go. If I go now, I might get to Contact Jam. Yeah. So file this one away. I don't know if this one wants to go direct to Instagram or just go to my private YouTube for a private case study. Private case study. I'll not be. I think I just missed my turn. So, good night.